All right, so when you're ready to participate, you've got your GitHub account and you can navigate here to github.com/ewimpy/merge madness. So this is where the original repository is. And if you'll scroll down here, you can see welcome to Merge Madness. You've got a step-by-step instructions for joining. And I'm going to walk through those in video now. So for step one, you want to create a new issue. This is how you're going to start. Now, normally in a software project, an issue would be raised if you find a bug, if you have a question, if you want to interact with the developer in some way. But here we're going to use it just to get started. And we want to make sure we title our issue, our username, whatever GitHub username you have, joining Merge Madness. All right. So if we go up here to the top, there's a place here, issues. We click issues and new issue. We want to create a new issue in the title here. Now, I own this original repository, but I'm logged in as a test account now. So this is exactly what you'll do is use your GitHub username. This is ewimpy-2. I'm just overflowing with creativity here. ewimpy-2. And then you want to say exactly like this, joining Merge Madness. And we can submit this new issue. And boom, we've submitted an issue. There's now an issue here. It's open. And what that will do is automatically create a new branch for us. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to go back to the repository. And now this repository here is owned by eWimpy. So we can't do a lot with this, but we are going to fork it. And that's make our very own copy of it. So if we go up here to fork, click fork, and we can leave all of the defaults here. We are going to own it. So this is the test account. You'll see your GitHub username here. And we can leave all of these defaults and click create fork. And then beep, 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 beep. Now all of a sudden, boom, we'll see this is eWimpy2 Merge Madness. And you will see your name up here because now you have a copy of this. Now you can do whatever you want. You can make changes, you can delete, whatever you want to do. But what we are going to do is clone this repository. So if you go to the code here, you can clone it and you want to copy this. And here's where you'll need to use Git Bash or a terminal. And I find that Visual Studio Code is a text editor that makes this very easy. I'm working in the terminal down here, and I'm just going to use the basic command git clone. And then I'm going to paste the copy of this repository that I had shared earlier, or that I copied earlier, and cloning. And what this is going to do is take that remote copy that I have in GitHub and make a local copy here that I can use on my computer. So now this is what I'm going to use to fill out my bracket. So right now I want to make sure I'm in the right folder. So I made a new folder called Merge Madness, but I want to change directory. So the command CD and then Merge Madness. Great. And now I'm operating in this Merge Madness. And there's one other thing that I want to do because all of my picks are going to be on my own branch, a branch that is titled the same as my GitHub username. And that will help differentiate my picks from other people's picks. So here to create a new branch, I'm going to type the command git checkout. And then because this branch doesn't exist here yet, -b, it doesn't seem intuitive to me. That's to make a new branch, and I'm going to make sure I call it my username. So mine is ewimpy-2. This is this test account that we're using. And great. Now we switch to a new branch, ewimpy-2, and we're working on that. Now we get to actually make our picks. So you'll see a couple of files in here. There's one that is initial bracket, that is a blank bracket, and one is a Python script called fill bracket. Now, as long as you've got Python on your machine, this should make it much easier to fill out the bracket. If you just type Python and then run this fill bracket.py, then it should go ahead and run. And what it's going to do is right here in the terminal, it's going to prompt you for your teams. Now, I'm recording this before the bracket has been finalized, so I've just got placeholders. This is Midwest 16A versus Midwest 16B, and I'm going to make a pick, 1 or 2. Okay, I think 1 is going to win. And then here, this is another play-in game, 11 versus 11. I think 2, then 1, then 2. Now we're down here to the play-in games are done. We've got team 1 versus team 2. And I'm just going to hit 1 or 2 all the way down, and this is how I'm going to fill out my bracket. I think the 1 seed will win this one.